Good morning, friends. I am Dr. D.K. Rai. Today I am going to talk about challenges of parents of children with autism, which is discussed in detail in my book, Let Autistic Child Be the Best, and glimpses will be discussed in this video. Number one topic is how to handle meltdown. Parents of children with autism are coming to the clinic and asking first how to handle the meltdown. First, we have to know that what is meltdown. Meltdown is an uncontrolled emotional outburst or a mental collapse is called meltdown, and it is challenging for both for parents and for the child. Then what we have to do? Number one, prevention is better than cure, so that we have to identify triggers so that we could avoid the meltdown. It may be due to two reasons: either child is suffering from sensory overload or due to frustration. If child is suffering from sensory overload, like if you are going to a party with a loud DJ sound and bright light, and child is having hypersensitivity to light or sound, then child may suffer and child feel uncomfortable, and if it is unbearable, then he or she will show the meltdown. Another reason when child is showing meltdown is the frustration. When child is trying to communicate something, trying to ask something, or trying to demand something, but you could not understand in a proper way, then the child show frustration and later on meltdown. Next is what you have to do. You have to find out the triggers which is causing the meltdown, and by knowing the previous history of meltdown you can easily identify what are the triggers causes meltdown, and you should avoid those triggers to prevent the meltdown. Next point is creating a calm environment. Calming environment should be available in your house, in your office, or in your school, so that when child is showing meltdown you can keep child in a quiet place which is safe also. You have to provide the slow music, dim light, and sensory tools to make the child calm and cool, but you should not disturb or ask questions during that time. You have to leave the child alone, but you have to observe to ensure the safety of the child and also the others, because safety is the important topic at the time of meltdown, so that you have to remove the harmful things from the sensory area and calming zone, so that child could be relaxed, and you should leave him alone, but just you have to supervise him. Next is teach coping strategies. You have to train or teach your child the deep breathing and self-soothing techniques so that child could self-regulate the meltdown. Next is stimming, and is it harmful? Two questions are very important, because parents are asking, my child is showing hand flapping or rocking, what should I do, and should I stop him by for stimming? Then first you have to know what is stimming. Stimming is self-stimulatory behavior for autistic individual to make him calm down. They are trying to self-regulate by stimming to overcome their challenges. First, you have to know what is the reason behind stimming. Child may be tired, child may be uncomfortable in that environment, and so that child may feel any pain, and at that moment child is showing stimming, so that you have to find out the reason. Otherwise, and you should not stop stimming always, because it is not always harmful. You have to ensure that if it is not interfering in child daily routine or harmful to the child, then you can leave him and allow the stimming. But if it is interfering in daily routine, then you should take care of that. Next is, what is special child education? First is, special child education should be individualized. That is individualized education plan, because every child is unique, including autistic child, so that educational plan should be individualized and it should be based on the child's needs, interest and goals should be planned accordingly. IEP should be made in collaboration with the school to create a proper individualized education plan as per need and challenges of autistic child. Next is, you should attend school meetings, communicate with teachers and involve yourself in that, so that you should communicate your problems to the teacher and teacher could communicate the issues of your child to you, so that your child could develop in a holistic way, in a proper way, and things should be communicated properly. Next is, educate for accommodations. Autistic child is slow learner are taking more time to process any information, so that they should be provided more time for any test or exam, so that they could perform properly, and they should be given a sensory breaks or speech therapy if needed. How can I explain autism to siblings and peers is the another challenge which is discussed in the book, and that is, first, if you are having two children, one is autistic and one is neurotypical, then your neurotypical child is treating autistic child in a different way and sometimes teasing him or her. But if you communicate properly to develop the understanding of autism, then your neurotypical child will accept and adjust with the autistic child. What you have to do, you have to use the age appropriate language. It may be a flashcard, it may be visuals, so that your child could understand in detail about the autism and accept the autistic child, and you and your both child will be comfortable. Next is, you have to promote empathy in your child. You have to answer questions of your neurotypical child regarding autism, so that he or she could understand properly and remove the myths. Next is, you have to share the common things in peers, that is neurotypical child and autistic child. What are the similarities? You have to explain with a neurotypical child, so that they could accept properly to the autistic child. Advocate for inclusivity. You have to promote inclusion at everywhere, in education, in interaction, and in other places also, in playing. You have to develop inclusion, so that your neurotypical child and autistic child could develop in a proper way. Next is, how can I plan for my child future when I am no longer around to care for them? This is very emotional question parents are asking about that. If, what will happen if I will be no longer in this world? But you should be a practical. That is, you have to plan properly. First, you have to develop and create a special need trust. Why special need trust? Because your child's financial needs will be adjusted without affecting the eligibility for government benefits. So that special need trust should be created. Next is, designate a guardian. You should appoint a legal guardian or caretaker in your absence, who can provide support and care of your loved one in your absence. Next is, connect with support services. You can connect with support services like parents of autistic children group, autistic autism societies, NGOs, and other Facebook and WhatsApp groups related to autism so that you could get informations related to autism and also get emotional support from them. And you have to also maintain a legal aspect also, like you should write a will and letter of intent in detail about the strengths and challenges of your child, likes and dislikes of your child, so that someone could understand in a better way your child in your absence and take proper care. What you have to do the next? If you want to get a step by step guide, proven strategies, workbooks, success stories, government schemes, and tips for hyperactivity, speech development, and meltdown as an autism parenting tool, then you can read the book Let Autistic Child Be the Best, a guide for parents and adults with autism. If you want a paperback combo, then you can call 9773935777 and you will get a step-by-step guide for Special Olympic participation, step-by-step guide for newly diagnosed children and children not improving by interventions, and autism treatment checklist PDF, colored book summary PDF along with paperback of book. Combo is available for those who are the part of the Web Autism family on Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, or any other way. Another gift is free WhatsApp group for common questions. You can also join free WhatsApp group to know the common queries of parents of autistic children regularly, and link will be in description. If this video is helpful for you, like it, subscribe the channel, share with your friends so that they could also get benefited by important informations. Thank you for watching. Meet with you in a next video.